There's so many people that really truly depend on the Blanchet House for the meals that we get. But the Blanchet House, like I say, it means a lot to people. And what else can I say? Thank God for the Blanchet House. I truly appreciate the spirit that gave us the Blanchet, or the people that run Blanchet House.
Father Francis Kennard, he had a great desire to help the poor.
He became the chaplain of the Blanchet Club that came out of the University of Portland.
And so he challenged the Blanchet to do something more. And he had read about Dorothy Day and her Catholic worker movement in New York and how she helped the poor. And she called it a hospitality house. And she, why don't you do that? Start a Skid Row house for anybody that wants a meal.
We have no idea what a soup kitchen was. I grew up in Portland all my life and went through town, an old town, and many times, and saw the missions down there. But he convinced us that he wanted to do something like Dorothy Day, provide food for the hungry and the poor with no questions asked.
They don't preach to you. They don't have a sermon and preach to you. I think I come here more comfortable than going to these places that preach down to you. They don't have the experience of being out here.
They seem genuinely glad that we're there, and that, you know, makes it have a little bit of dignity, you know, because I used to have everything, you know, a job, beautiful apartment, and all of a sudden the blink of an eye it's gone, you know, and now I'm in line. But they treat the people at Blanchet, they treat you like they're generally glad to see you there.
But their basic philosophy of the casino was, and as Father Kennard the same way, to see Christ in everyone you meet. Some of them would be difficult, but we did. And that because of the teaching, it's based upon the Christian Christ teaching that everyone is made in the image and likeness of God. And therefore, we should see God and Christ in every one of them.
The origins of the Blanchet House are sort of classic Catholic worker sort of approach to things, and that is you get down on the ground and you dig in with people and you help provide basic things like shelter and food, and help people take a first step up and get off the streets.
So yeah, here I am. It's worked out very well. And again, this is the longest I've been without a drink since I was 13, and I'm 53, so it's a pretty huge value on what Blanchet's given me.
I don't know what would have happened, you know, if I hadn't have found Blanchet at that time. If I would have continued to drink longer, or if I would have continued to drink and then die. It's so different than who I am now. It's so way different. But I don't know what would have happened. You know, I'm just thankful that they were there.
One of the positive rewards of being the manager here is to see guys that come in as sick as I was, and with the shakes and can't keep food in and can barely make it through an 8-hour shift, and however long it takes, a few weeks, a month, 5-6 weeks down the road, all of a sudden you'll hear them joking with somebody, or you'll hear them laughing, or you'll hear them whistling in the shower, and all of a sudden they're happy again.
Simple, made it simple, just feed the hungry, clothe the naked, and house the homeless. And that's basic philosophy, and I think that's why it's lasted to this day.
I like the fact that we get to serve the homeless. And for me, that's probably been the biggest thing, being of service. I really think that that's a value to me, because it shows me how to get out of myself, you know, and how I can use other assets that I have.
Well, I raised 5 sons, no daughters, just sons. And so I think, God, any of these guys could be my sons.
The community, I think so many people believe that we need to give back, and we are here to help the poor, and these are the poor, and this is I wish we didn't exist. I mean, truly, in a real real world, we wouldn't have what we have, but we do, and because of what we do, there is a need for the Blanchet. As you see, look around, it's 100-some years old, and we've done a good job of maintaining it over the years. The new house will be on the right next door to us. So we'll take over a site that's 4 times the size of what we have now. Right now, we have a 2,500 square foot blueprint main floor. The new house will have a 10,000 square foot main floor. Be able to double our seating area for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also we'll be able to get the men and women off the street during the day. These people stand out in line morning, noon, and night through sunshine, hot weather, cold weather, rainy weather, and they've been doing this, like I say, for over 58 years.
The present facility, it's not big enough. It doesn't really serve people as well as it could, and although the food program is one aspect of it, the ability to help people in recovery and people get end their homelessness through housing and working in the Blanchet store and system is really a good idea. I mean, people move on and change their lives, and that's why making more housing available, making a bigger facility to get people off the street are all good ideas.
That new house will be able to house up to 50 men. Right now we can house up to 29, so we'll be able to add a few more men to the program.
But it also provides Blanchet with a better place to be delivering their services.
And we definitely need the support of everybody in the city. I mean, that's what we want, and we feel we'll be good stewards.
I would say if they saw the results and were appreciative of what has been done in the past, we would hope that they would help us have a better facility and do better work in feeding the poor, and that they would contribute the funds that we need to do it.
I probably receive more joy seeing someone has come in on a continuous basis and gotten a meal, and then something happens in their life where they either get an apartment or they get a job, and they share that news with me. So I like that joy there.
What am I going to take with me? Hopefully the love of everybody that came through that door.
This is basically your house now, okay? Like I said before, don't be afraid to answer the door. Please don't be afraid to make coffee or answer the phone. Okay. Let's go up to your room.
Settling. We're settling. I finally had the opportunity to settle in. I don't have to search any longer. So most of the work is done. Now I start to rebuild my new life.